These weren't reported to the news. The police found nothing. The investigations went nowhere. But the cameras caught everything, and what they recorded has never been explained. Case number 1. On October 7th, 2022, hunters Nick and Ted headed deep into the Missouri public land forests for the last day of their trip. What started as a quiet morning hunt turned into something they will never forget.
Hey guys, real quick before we get to the episode tonight, just want to let you know that there's going to be some disturbing audio content in this episode. So viewer discretion advised. Parents, I would watch this before you let your kids watch it. When we're showing it to help educate hunters on what to do should you encounter a scary situation in a remote area like Nick and Ted did. So as hunters and outdoorsmen, we're out in the field. A lot of times we're the eyes and ears for a lot of different things that are going on. And in some situations like this, there's certain things that you encounter that should be reported to the authorities.
So after having all this happen, we wanted to show you this video so you could use it as a learning tool and you have some sort of baseline of knowing what you need to do and your course of action if you are to find yourself in this kind of a situation.
Last day of the trip.
Up and at 'em.
It was still dark when they moved in. Almost a mile and a half back into the woods, away from roads, away from people.
Alright, so me and Dad are set up. We ended up getting almost a mile and a half back in here. And we're walking this ridge top like we were talking about. It ended up being 3 super fresh scrapes. I mean, they're just like completely pawed down. No leaves sitting on them or nothing. So we jumped up in a tree.
They found fresh deer scrapes on a ridge and climbed up into the trees. Everything felt calm. Everything felt normal.
Pretty dang high up in a tree.
Yeah, real high.
And we're actually like directly above one of the scrapes. But it's super tight in here. I mean, any shot's gonna be close at all. I mean, 20 and in, 25 and in maybe. But we feel good about it. So, best sign we found all week. Last 2 hours of the trip. So we're giving her all right now.
Then the silence broke, screaming. Distant but clear, not an animal, a person.
I mean, there ain't nothing out here.
Nick felt chills running all down his back. The screams kept coming loud and raw, the kind that go straight into your chest. Then came the shouting, angry words, ugly words cutting through the cold morning air, and then one after another, more than 20 gunshots.
I keep getting chills all down my back.
Yeah. Somebody is screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there.
Very not good obscenities to someone else. Right before that last gunshot, it sounded like a truck revving up or something, like in gravel, throwing gravel or something.
Yeah.
And then that gunshot was like, that one sounded like a rifle. That last one, the other one sounded like a handgun.
They heard something else too. A vehicle tearing across gravel, spinning out then stopping hard. And right after that, one final shot. A handgun, close enough to hear it clearly.
Right before that last gunshot, it sounded like a truck revving up or something, like in gravel, throwing gravel or something.
Yeah.
And then that gunshot was like, that one sounded like a rifle. That last one, the other one sounded like a handgun. That last one, like, pow.
Could you make out a few things they were saying? It wasn't good.
Things we won't repeat on here.
It was the most blood-chilling scream Nick had ever heard in his life. Ted had nothing to add. He just nodded.
It was like blood-curdling screaming. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
They sat frozen in their trees. Neither one moved. The thought hit them both at the same time. If they had walked just a little further in that morning, they might have been able to see whatever was happening.
orb and them on it, how close we would be to that.
We might have been able to see it. That's terrifying.
That is wicked.
Well, hopefully nobody got shot, but sure sounded like somebody did.
Sounds like somebody might have got killed over there. Your vehicle.
Yep. Still screaming.
Sounds like somebody crying.
Nick was visibly shaking on camera. No phone service, no way to call anyone. Just two men sitting deep in the woods, waiting, listening, hoping nothing came their way.
I'm shaking.
Nick's looking up this house, the nearest house over there, so we can call somebody whenever we get out of here. We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something.
They packed up quietly and got out. Nick called the police from the nearest house he could find and reported everything. The screams, the shots, the vehicles. He had GPS pins dropped on the map showing exactly where it all happened.
I feel needs to be reported to the police department. Okay. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening, and then I could hear vehicles taking off and coming to a halt, and we didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. My name.
Days later, the game warden told them they found nothing.
That hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and in the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found. But in the end, we heard something.
No signs, no answers, just empty woods. Nick and Ted never found out what happened that morning. Whatever it was real, it was close, and it was only 800 yards away.
And that was really disturbing. We didn't know what it was. So what we learned in this situation is to always know what authorities you should contact should there's something like this happen. The remoteness of the area we were at, we had contacted the police department, and it was out of their jurisdiction, then the sheriff's department, then the game warden.
After this happened to us, I think we'll take it a little more serious now to, do our homework on who we should call on the area that we're going to if something like this were to happen to us again. Another thing I would say I learned is to, let somebody else know where you're going to be at when you're out there hunting. Like whoever you're with, like if we would have texted Warb and Keith and just said, here's where we're going, just so they know where we're at. We feel like it's something that we've taken for granted up to this point as we're traveling around to all these different public areas. A lot of times we're just throwing a tent up on the side of the road, and a lot of bad things could happen in that situation. So it's definitely something that we're going to look into a little more whenever we're planning a trip out of state, and just get a little bit more familiar with the area and the proper authorities around that area before we travel there and go on our trip.
It freaked us out, and we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that someone.
With that being said, let's move on to our second encounter for this video. Case number 2. On June 20th, 2025, Rob walked back into the Devil's Forest alone at night to finish a series he had been working on all month. What happened next was unlike anything he had felt before.
It's pretty freaking insane, actually. I can feel you. I know you're watching me. Do you remember me? Do you know who I am? What's up, guys? So, I'm out.
He had barely stepped into the trees when it started. Out of nowhere, a heavy head rush hit him so hard, he almost lost his balance. His vision went blurry. His legs felt weak.
Out here again in the Devil's Forest. Oh, I just got crazy. Whoa, I got a head rush. Jeez. Whew. I got super dizzy out of nowhere. Whoa. Whew. Oh, man. Oh man, anyway, wow.
He tried to shake it off. He set up his REM pod on the ground, a small device that lights up and beeps when something comes near it. He had used it here before and gotten a strong response. Tonight felt different, though. The air was heavier.
Go to our next spot. Right now, guys, let me find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right now, guys, I have set up my REM pod right here. As you can see, I've set up my REM pod here. So last time we were out here, Kate and I, we were doing Estes Methods session, and we got an incredible response on the REM pod. Please go right.
Then he saw it. A dark figure stepped out of the trees and went back in, just like that. Gone. He told himself it was probably just his eyes playing tricks on him in the dark, but deep down he was not so sure.
Are you causing me problems? What the freak? I just saw a figure. Might be my eyes playing tricks on me because I don't have any lights on right now. But I saw a figure like right over there come out of the woods and go back. That's weird.
He kept going deeper. He asked for a name. The spirit device whispered back, James, Amanda, Edgar. One name after another, each one coming from the dark.
Definitely feel like it's over there.
James.
James. Is that your name? Is your name James? It's nice to meet you, James. Have we met before by chance? 'Cause I don't remember you. I'm gonna go back down here a little ways. I feel like it's down here right now. It did tell me to go right. Ooh. Yeah, right here, right here, right here. There's something off about this right here. I know I've talked about this before, guys. You do this enough, you get a little bit of a sixth sense, you know. Empath, sensitive, I don't know what you want to call it. I think I've just done this enough. That I've opened up enough that you sort of get a sixth sense for these things. And I get a weird feeling, like a lightheaded feeling, off balance, dizzy. There's temperature shifts that keep coming and going. It's over here right now. And I don't know what it is. Spirit Talker said we're hiding. It's really strange. It's really weird.
Edgar.
Edgar? Is that your name, Edgar? Oh! Something just touched my back. Okay. Something just touched my back. Did you just touch me? I suppose it could have been a bug or something maybe, but... Did you just touch me? Come over here if you don't mind. Come over here. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come use this device. Come use this device, please. All right. Wow. What, did that offend you? You don't like it? You don't like it? I'm not trying to make you do tricks or anything here. I'm just asking you to do me a favor.
Then something touched his back. He froze. He asked out loud if something had just touched him. No answer. Just the quiet of the woods pressing in around him.
Something just touched me. Something just touched my back. Okay. Something just touched my back. Did you just touch me? Suppose it could have been a bug or something maybe, but... Did you just touch me?
Things got much worse. He felt something standing directly behind him and breathing down his neck, right up against him. His whole body was telling him to run. Every instinct he had was screaming at him to get out of those woods.
Do you, that's super weird, actually. I feel like something's right on me, like it's breathing down my dang neck. All right.
My last breath here.
What? You died here? Did you pass away here in this spot? Oh my God, I feel like something's right up against my back. Right up against my back, like it's breathing down my neck. Are you right behind me? Like you're right behind me. You're touching me right now, aren't you? Okay. Are you trying to intimidate me right now?
He planted his feet and stayed. Then the device spoke again. This time it said, "This is not your land anymore. It's mine. I'm going to need you to leave."
Was this your property? Is this your land?
Footsteps follow.
Footsteps follow.
Backward.
Backward. This is not your land anymore, it's mine. I'm gonna need you to leave. Where did you come from?
His hands started tingling. Something was moving through his body like a surge of electricity. His heart felt strange. He could barely stand straight.
Property. You owned it. I see. Okay, so were you one of the original? Man, my hands feel funny. It's like something's like surging through my hands right now, surging through my body. My heart feels weird. Okay. Were you one of the original settlers here? I just saw something.
He said a prayer out loud, asking for protection. And right as he finished, the device gave one final message.
Dear Heavenly Father God, I'm going to ask that you lay your warm hand upon me.
And death.
Shine your light upon me. Cleanse this area of evil. Protect me and all those watching this video from evil. Lord, I pray that you keep us all safe, protected in your light. Lord, I pray that you share your love with us, that
Tell people my story.
That's weird. That's really weird. That you show us the way. Show us the way to open our hearts to you, Lord. A way to come in your direction. And help us to cleanse the darkness from this world that's been happening. And protect us from evil. In Jesus' name I pray.
It said, "I am death. Tell people my story." Rob grabbed his things and left. Fast.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like it's playing with me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get the heck out of here. And I'm going to go cleanse. Because I've got a seriously bad feeling. I don't feel like this very often. But I feel like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. Something's not right. Something's not right. All right, I love you guys. Again, thank you.
He still does not know what was standing behind him in those trees that night. Whatever it was strong, it was angry, and it made very clear that it did not want him there. The Devil's Forest still has more secrets hiding in its dark. The next encounter is coming, and something tells us it will be the most terrifying one yet. Case number 3. On March 20th, 2012, just after 7 p.m., a man was filming quietly from his courtyard when something strange caught his eye in the distance. This was in his neighborhood, an ordinary place where nothing unusual ever happened. At first, he thought he was looking at a feather, lightly dancing in the evening breeze. But as he watched its movement, something felt wrong. The way it floated wasn't natural. He removed the camera from the tripod and pointed it toward the strange thing in the air. What he filmed next chilled him. It was a small white orb, completely silent, hovering not far from him. The orb seemed to drift gently, moving like it was curious or searching. This was the first time his husband had ever seen something like this with his own eyes. He called him out, and they both stood there watching in silence as the orb hovered lower as it noticed them. Then, without warning, it shot up into the sky, fast and straight, vanishing into the dark above. But that wasn't the end of it. Just days earlier, on March 17th, a cluster of orbs had appeared near the retaining wall along a curve in the backyard. He had seen this same pattern before, but this was the first time he had caught it on camera. The lights didn't flicker like normal ones. They pulsed, like they were alive. The place they showed up was always the same, almost like the wall was hiding something. These orbs didn't feel like stars or drones. They felt aware. And ever since that week, the courtyard no longer felt safe at night. Sometimes the man still looks up, wondering if the orbs will come back, and deep down he knows they will. The woods hold more than just trees and trails. Sometimes they hide what we're not meant to see. Whether it's creatures, strangers, or something unexplainable, always trust your gut. Case number 4. On July 22nd, 2016, near Area 51 in Nevada. He lived close to the Nevada test range, not far from the gates of Area 51. For weeks, his motion sensor lights had been turning on by themselves, always in the middle of the night. At first, he thought it was animals, maybe wind, but nothing ever showed up. Then one night he checked the footage. Suddenly, something stepped into view. It was thin, too thin, with long arms and a head that looked wrong. It moved slowly, like it was trying not to be seen, but it was looking straight toward the camera, almost like it knew it was being watched. The man froze. This wasn't a person. It wasn't a prank. This thing came from somewhere else. After that night, he started sleeping with the lights on, but the lights still go off at 3 a.m. And sometimes he sees footprints in the dirt outside his window. That brings us to our last footage for this video. Case number 5. On October 13th, 2017, he was hiking alone, deep in the woods, far from any road or trail. He climbed onto the roof of an old abandoned building. He just wanted to get a good view of the forest around him. The sun was setting. The trees stretched for miles. Then he saw something move. At first, it looked like a shadow slipping between the trees. But as he zoomed in, his hands started to shake. A tall, thin figure came into view. It was gray, hairless, with long limbs and a hunched back. It looked like an alien, not a human, not an animal. It moved slowly, calmly, as if it thought no one was watching, but it didn't know he was up there, filming. He knew something was very wrong. The thing didn't belong in this world. A cold feeling hit him. He couldn't move. He kept thinking about it, that strange creature walking through the forest, like it had always been there. What had he just seen? And more importantly, what if it had seen him too? Some of these clips may be tricks of the light. Others might be proof of something we're not ready to understand. But one thing's clear, what these hikers captured should have never been seen. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most horrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Stay safe out there.